Well then, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the channel. That's Jeff just escaping over there. He's back. How is everybody on this beautiful, sunny, wonderful Wednesday evening? Um, we had hoped to have Laura join us tonight, but she's a no-show, sadly, so I don't know what's going on there. Maybe she'll turn up while the show's happening. But if not, we have got, ladies and gentlemen, at great personal expense, the effervescent, the ever wonderful, the Jeff of Kellison. How are you doing, my brother?
I'm good, but man, it's hot today. Montesino is obviously placed on the banks of the River Styx. It's 86 now. It's supposed to be a high of 91, which doesn't really sound that warm, except we're about 6 miles from the crow flies from the beach, so it's very humid.
It is very humid, yeah. And we know all about that because our heat wave back in June was made even worse by the fact it was so damned humid. But anyway, we'll get over the disappointment of no Laura. Let's move on. What have you been up to? Because you've been in hospital, haven't you, since the last show?
Well, I had a minor tune-up, but I'm doing good. I feel much better today, and I'm going on. It was just something that just couldn't be avoided, but I'm on the mend.
That's good. And on top of that, we're actually planning and looking at airline flights and tickets in order to get Jeff back over here where he belongs. So a great big hip hooray for that, all working out hopefully. Isn't that right, bro?
I am planning on coming back over as soon as I get myself straightened out. I have decided that I'm going to sell my monkey bike. I have it currently for sale right now.
That's quite an occasion. If you've not seen the monkey bike, oh my word, it's made by Jeff. And it is totally unique, totally amazing. We may, before the end of the show, if we can get a photograph up of it, we'll show it to you. But so for Jeff to be selling that, that's quite a thing. Because you made that how many years ago, bro?
It was 2015, I think.
Yeah, so it's 11 years ago. 11 years ago. And it's an eye opener. If that goes past you on the road, you're looking at it. It's a shame it's not over here. We could do videos about it before we sold it. But it will provide for a flight ticket, won't it?
Yeah, and hopefully, and then some, but I'm mostly selling it because I don't use it as much as I should to keep it. It's just kind of languishing in the garage.
And that's because you want to live, basically. It's a bit of a handful, isn't it?
And also, I might actually sell my other scooter too. I might actually sell it.
Okay, so if you're close to Jeff in Washington and you fancy either an amazing bike that will probably kill you or a scooter that will get you around nicely, give him a call. He's your man.
We have the station master with us tonight. He
Buddy.
says just going to sit here quietly in a front seat and wait for the show to begin. We have Roland with us tonight. And Jackie is with us. Good evening, Gabriel and Jeff. Good to see you here. Jeff, hope you continue to improve and are feeling well. Hi to everyone. Yeah, I feel pretty good. I feel a lot better. It's been a progression. I didn't really feel very good Monday. I felt better on Tuesday. I feel better today. But it's hot. Tomorrow it's supposed to be 30 degrees cooler. So
yeah. Our weather here, wow, what's it been like? It's been so hot. We are expecting a bit of a downturn in temperatures and maybe the possibility of a bit of water in the air sometime over the weekend, but we'll have to wait and see because there's also talk in the mill about another heat wave heading our way. So it's apparently to do with the jet stream not being very active, and when you get a high pressure in the right place, the jet stream hasn't got the wherewithal or the what have you to move it, and it sits there and cooks you. So that's what's been going on. So it's good to see the people coming in to see us and find out what's been going on. So what have I been up to? Well, it's all been happening here at Avalon Towers, shall we say. I have bought a shed. I'll just let that sink in for a while. Gabriel has bought a shed. Now, the reason for buying this shed is multi whatever, but I got a really good deal on it. It's 14 foot long by 8 foot wide. It's got a door in it. It's got windows in it. It has electrical power facilities, so I can plug it in. And
there's put plumbing in it.
I don't know about plumbing. I don't know. It's got a guttering on it, so there is water. We could have a water butt. I don't know. But yes, so that's going to be going up soon. Unfortunately, we had scaffolding go up here recently because above where I live, there's a flat, and above at the other end of the block, there's another flat, and they have Velux windows, and they had to be replaced, which resulted in the erection, shall we say, of scaffolding. Now, sadly, they didn't tell us the scaffolding was coming, and we didn't know. And while this was happening, I'd organised a shed. So there is now a shed in pieces down the side of my house. Now, what we're doing is we are recuperating what happened at the front with the scaffolding and getting our nice lit up garden organised. Once that's done, then we're going to start working on the back garden, and then we're going to build the shed. I can't wait. I've never built a shed before, but this one's going to be done properly on a bed of concrete. We'll be able to do the studio from there. What I'm going to do, the first live broadcast from the shed, I'm going to wait until your man Jeff here is back over, and we will do that as a two-hander from the shed. That would be great. We could probably even invite guests, and in the winter there's more room in the shed than there is here to have a few people round, which will be really nice.
To invite Mario.
Yes, Mario. That's a good idea. Perhaps we could invite Mario the Magician and have a few people round, and Jeff can grill, and we can do the live broadcast and have a bit of an opening of the shed party. What do you think?
I think also another person that we should invite come on the show is the town crier again, because there's about to be good things happen to the town crier.
There are. I'd also like to get next time, if we're doing a show at the same time that Terry's here, I'd like to get Terry on the show as well, Terry English and Guy at the same time. That would be really nice to do that, because he is an interesting guy with lots of stories to tell. I'll never forget the first time he met Jeff and they shook hands, and he looked down and he says, "Blimey, your hands are bigger than Michael," what was his name? Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, you got bigger hands than Arnold Schwarzenegger. And what was that other one? He says, "I'm sure I know you," wasn't it? That was another one he did.
Yeah, I saw him downtown. I walked up, shook his hand, and said, "Hello, Terry." And he looked at me and he goes, I know you. And I know I really like you.
Yeah, he is a real character, is our Terry. And such a clever man as well. I mean, the work he does. I mean, he's worked on practically every film that needed armor or special effect clothing since, well, beyond further back than even what was that Arthurian? Excalibur, and that goes back a bit. So he's been at it for years. So interesting guy. I'm trying. Watch this space. It might take a while. I want to interview him in his studio. That's what I really want to do. And I know he likes Jeff, so I might see if I can get Jeff to persuade him to do it. So that's that. So anyway, that's the shed. There'll be more news coming about that when it's up. I'll be doing some time lapses of it going up, so you'll get to see it being erected. Just going to say something.
So give us the Twizy update.
Twizzy. Okay. So if you've seen the Twizzy, I have a video of the Twizzy. Has everybody? I don't think everybody's seen a Twizzy, have they, Jeff?
It's kind of a rare beast, I think.
Shall we roll VT? I think that would be a good thing to do. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Renault Twizy. Now, I have done a video. This is a short excerpt from it. So if you've seen the video, I apologise. But if you haven't, this is what a Twizy is all about. To the channel, ladies and gentlemen, you find me here near the tour today. And the reason that I'm here is that I want to show you this. My new car. What do you think? It's the Renault Twizy. It's a 2014 model. It's an electric car, and I happen to think it's rather fantastic. Let me tell you some facts about the Twizy. They were made from 2012 to 2023. It's a small, around town electric vehicle. It's not meant for going long distances. It's made for going around town, and it does that very well. You charge it here using a 13 amp plug. It plugs into the house. I have a converter that allows me to use a type 2, so if I'm out on the road, I can charge it up. It's basically what they would class a heavy quadricycle. Let's open the doors. Now the doors on this are great fun because you lift them here and they scissor up like that. You've got one on each side, which is absolutely fantastic. Let's take a look inside. The driving position is central. So it's like being in a McLaren. There's that window, there's this window. You sit in the middle. Now, the beauty of that is you've got very clear vision, which makes up for the fact the Twizy doesn't have a back window. It looks just like that. By the way, I call this one Peggy for obvious reasons. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the greatest pleasure of introducing you to the Renault Twizy. That is a Renault Twizy. And this lovely man sitting just over here helped me get that. When we bought it, we got it back here and the handbrake had seized. Funny enough, one had seized on and one had seized off because the previous user didn't use a handbrake for because of a motorcycle accident. We fitted lights underneath, so as you drive down the road at night, it glows underneath, and it looks amazing. Let me give you a few facts. You charge it in the house, costs about £1.20, £1.40, something like that. You get 35, 40 miles. It normally reads 41 miles when I've charged it. There's no road tax. It's free. Absolutely free. The only expense is insurance, and because my last car was 3 years ago, all my no claims, and I had 25 years plus, have gone. So I'm starting again, and even starting again from scratch, it's £340 for a year. I paid a year in one go, got it out of the way, but it's a great car. You can go on the motorway. I haven't. I probably won't, but you can. I was due to go to the Rural Life today for a really interesting video we've got coming up, but that had to be postponed, so I didn't go. But I mean, for journeys like that, street, Bridgewater, even Wells, I took somebody to Wells the other week in the back, and it's a tandem. It's a two-seater tandem, so your passenger gets to spoon you all the way down the road, which is fantastic. Jeff's in love with it. It's the only Renault. I've got a video of Jeff sitting in the Twizy, contemplatively saying, "This is the only Renault I've ever liked." That's true, isn't it, bro?
It is. How often do you have to feed the hamster?
Well, this is true. This is true. I mean, it's a little car. It's I just love it. I mean, if I'm going anywhere distance-wise, it's probably because I'm either going to see Laura or I'm off to see something for the channel. I'm off videoing. I could be going abroad or somewhere else in the country. Then I'll go on the train or the coach or the bus. I don't want to drive that sort of distance. It's easier when you get there. You've got a car you've got to deal with, you've got a park, you've got the security. No, don't want to know. So this is perfect. It does all the local stuff and leaves me free to do the long distance stuff the way I normally do it. Anyone commented in the comments, Jeff, about this amazing car we've got going here?
No, not yet, but we have Andrew Graham with us tonight.
Hi, Andrew.
Very nice to see Andrew with us tonight. Let's see. What are we doing here? My comments have, let me get back to you on comments in just a second. My comments have crashed.
Okay. So yeah, that's the Twizy. That's one of them. That and the shed are the big bits of news in my life at the moment. I can't think what else has been going on. I mean, a lot has been going on, but mostly it's those two things. And I'm looking forward to it. I'll be doing some aerial photography of the shed going up, and I should be doing some time-lapse photography of it as well. I don't know what happened to Laura tonight. She was supposed to be joining us. Laura is hopefully moving to Street, which, if you don't know the area, is about a mile in that direction. So she should hopefully be living in the area soon. Who knows? Maybe even sharing a house with Jeff if all goes well. As you know, Jeff is heading back this way soon. And it would be nice to see that happen. How are you doing there, Jeff? Is all well or is all not well?
My whole system just decided that it wanted to
come to a crunch.
It's you know, what is that? Always the best laid plans of mice and men.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It's normally me. It's normally my stuff that's mucking up. So, in the comments when we get the comments back? We've got a new prime minister. I don't want to get too political, but does anybody think this is a good idea? Does anybody like the look of our new prime minister? Does anybody not like the look of our new prime minister?
Has he already been sworn in?
Yes, he's already made some changes. We had, after COVID, we had a £2 bus limit, ticket limit on the bus, and it was a cap. And then there was talk about, after COVID had been done and gone, there was talk about that cap being removed. But the then government decided to increase it to £3, but keep it. Well, Andy Burnham has reduced it back down to £2 as a cap. And this summer, I think children up to 15 don't pay on a bus. One thing, without getting political, because I don't want to get political, but one thing you can say, all you could do is look at a man's track record. And his track record in Manchester is that he has turned around the transport system there and delivered transport infrastructure within Manchester that other cities are now copying. So he's got a track record of getting urban transport right. So with him as Prime Minister, the privatisation of the railways ongoing, who knows, maybe even buses, I don't know. But from
looking at myself on this monitor, I look haggard. It's hot.
Yeah. Well, I suppose it took it out of you last weekend, didn't it?
We have Tracy Murphy with us tonight. Hello, Tracy. It's so good to see you again. Station Master says that you're going to put a snooker table in your Twizzy.
Yeah, I could. Yes, I certainly could. And I can bring it home in the Twizzy and set it up in the shed.
We have Allison with us tonight. Hello, Allison. Good to see you again. Let's see. We have Barry with us tonight. Hello, Barry. Barry said in the comments, I was looking at it when it crashed. I'll have to scroll down to find it. He's going to be in Glastonbury, and was letting you know so you guys could hook up.
When's he here, Jeff? Did it say?
I did. I lost it. I'll have to bring it up again.
Can you tell us again, Barry? Can you put it back in the comments, please, mate?
Jackie says, I loved your video of the Twizzy.
It's a great car. I mean, do you know what? I don't think I've managed to pull up and get out of that car in town yet without someone stopping and saying, hey, what's this? How much? They always ask how much it costs at some point. They always want to know how much it is. But yeah, everywhere I go, I've seen people hold their phones up and film me as I go past. People take photographs. I went to the fish and chip shop a while ago, and there was even a woman came up behind me. I'm sitting in the car waiting for my chips to be made, and I'm just sitting there with one of the doors open, minding my business, and I hear this, OMG. And I thought she was going to come and talk to me about the car. So I kind of put my foot down, my phone down. But no, she walked around the car, stood at the front and started dancing at it like this and waving her arms around. Only in Glastonbury, but I mean, it has all sorts of reactions from people. It's absolutely great. And I love it. And I'm having it sign written with Glastonbury Gabriel down the doors when I can find somebody to do it. And so it's obvious whose it belongs to. And I kind of want to use it as a rolling billboard for the channel so that people see me and go, oh, that's him. Let's go and have a look. Maybe they will. Maybe they will.
That's him. Run.
Yeah, get out of Dodge.
Try not to make eye contact, yes.
Yeah, and certainly don't talk to him. He's a little bit weird. How are we doing over there, Jeff? Are your comments all working again now?
Jackie says it's been a bit cooler today. I've made a broccoli, cauliflower, and veg with cheese. Had a baked potato and sausage. It was very nice. Barry's going to be around in Glastonbury tomorrow at 12 noon.
Oh, tell him I'll be around and just give me a message and I'll come and meet him.
Carrie is with us. We have how would you pronounce that, Abe? Devison 999. Hello, everyone from sunny Hertfordshire.
Hertfordshire. Oh wow. Let's have a look, see if I can find it.
We have Ian with us, the busiest man in the world this time of year.
Oh, I bet. How's things in the garden, Ian? In fact, that leads on to a question I was going to ask. I mean, we have gardeners on here. We have people who do things outside. How have these heat waves affected you this year? I mean, we've had now 3 heat waves, with the last one being a good 2 weeks. If you've got a garden, is it suffering? If you've not been able to go out because of it, has it affected you? What if so? Basically, what has the heat wave done to you this summer? I mean, for my sake, earlier on when it got really hot, it meant I used a Twizy a lot because it was just too hot to walk anywhere. Now it's cooling down a bit, and I'm refusing to use the car if I can walk. So just to go into town, I'll walk.
Tomorrow it is supposed to be massively cooler. It's supposed to be 30 degrees cooler tomorrow.
Here or there?
Here.
Yeah. We're maintaining our. If you've not seen the weather forecast, I'm sure most of you have. We are pretty much keeping this in the south of Manchester. We're keeping this till the weekend, when it's going to freshen up, as they say. We're going to lose temperature and it's going to become more unsettled, and rain. There is rain at the moment if you're in Scotland. In the far northwest, there's kind of stuff going over the top of us. But down in the south, we're in the middle of it down here. And I think a lot of us here on this channel are in the south, aren't they? So what's happening to you all out there in the heat waves? Do you need rain? Do you want rain? Do you want the heat wave to continue? I mean, there are those who are just enjoying this and don't want it to end. Where do you stand? What about you, Jeff? I mean, because you like the hot weather, don't you?
I like the hot weather. I have to say that my RV has 2 air conditioners. One I'm having difficulty with. The other one, you turn it on, it puts out cold air for about an hour, and then it slowly gets warmer. So the problem with my air conditioners is the people that owned this RV before me, they lived in Yuma, Arizona. So they have millions of hours on both of them.
Yeah, they got hammered, didn't they? But then, didn't you say it's not that expensive over there in America just to rip them out and put a new one in, compared to what it would be here?
It's not that expensive at all.
Yeah, here that would cost you an arm and a leg to even think about doing that with one. Sort of a automotive air conditioning units aren't cheap. But then I guess in America it's not a luxury like it is here. It's almost a requirement, isn't it?
If I replace them, I'd probably put an air conditioner in the back, and I'd probably put a swamp cooler in the front.
What's a swamp cooler?
It uses water.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We used to have fridges when I was a kid that you put milk in, and there was a little nozzle on the top, and you poured water in there, and it was like some sort of chalky layer inside. I don't know what it was, but the water condensed out, and as it did that, it took heat with it and chilled the box it surrounded. Very clever. Anyway, I do need just to do something very quickly, so let me just do this. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm going to do that again because I had what's technically known as a technical issue at this end. So let's do that again. Yes, I have to remember, ladies and gentlemen, what it is. When I've played out a video, it stops, but it stops on a black screen and sits there. And if you then hit another video and you haven't removed the one that stopped, you can't see anything. And I completely forgotten because I don't remember when I last played out a video on this channel. We've just not used videos for a while. And I completely forgot to do it. So I just need to do this one and get rid of that as well. There we go.
Barry sent me some photographs of his yard. You remember I brought those hybrid
Yes, you did. Seeds.
The sunflower seeds over there. He's
Yeah.
growing them in his yard. He has sunflowers there, quite large.
Already?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, wow. I'll talk to you about that tomorrow, Barry. We'll have some pictures, please, that we can use on the show next time. The show, okay, 2 weeks' time, we're working on our front garden. And so I'm hopefully, weather permitting, planning on the next show coming from our front garden, which is really nice. It's where we had Guy join us. It's where we had Ewan, the councillor, join us. And it's a nice place. Once it's been rebuilt and put back together, it will be. 2 weeks after that, the shed should be up. And I am going to start using the shed as a bit of a studio space as much as anything else because there's more room than I've got. I'm quite tight in here. And also when Jeff's around, it means he hasn't got to come upstairs to be in the studio. He can just walk out and into the shed. So that's the plan for that. So that's not in 2 weeks. 2 weeks after that. Now, when I told Jeff this earlier, he said, well, maybe I can be there with you to broadcast from the shed. So what I've decided is if Jeff is here, we will go live from the shed. If Jeff isn't here, we will put off going live from the shed until Jeff is here so that the first live from the shed will have us both and some guests. I think we should have some guests, maybe get Mario in, maybe get Brad over, because there'll be room. There'll be room to have everyone around.
There's stuff going to happen to Brad. Brad has
a few things happening soon, yes. Absolutely.
More on that later.
And also, Brad, there's an association of town criers, which Brad isn't a member of, and they hold events, they hold competitions, they promote each other, they go on visits and things and do town criery stuff. And Brad isn't a member of that. So we are going to get him to join.
He needs to join because I was on their website last night and they still have David Greenway listed as Glastonbury Town Crier.
Glastonbury do, or the
guild?
Oh, the guild. Oh, cool. Okay, yes, because I think maybe he was in the guild, and I don't think Brad is. But anyway, we're gonna sort all that out. So we're gonna get him to join the guild. See if we can persuade the town council to pay. That would be a laugh, wouldn't it? We'll see. But anyway, yes, so more news to come from Brad. Brad will be a visitor again soon in the studio because it's been a little while. He lectures at a university in Bath, and he's also doing an arts degree in filmmaking. and he's making his presentation piece, his film, in which I have a small starring role. And I say small, it's minute. I think he did it to keep me happy. But anyway, that's coming up soon. But he has been kind of off the radar recently because he has to concentrate. There's a lot of work getting that done. But we did speak last week, and he did inform me that he is coming to the end of it and was talking about getting together for coffee because we've got other stuff to look at doing, not least of which is what Jeff's alluding to, but we can't say anything yet because it's early days. How are we doing in the comments, Jeff? Have we got anyone new? Any interesting comments of it? What about the weather? I want to see what people are doing with the weather.
Kathy is talking about that she has to carry water and water her flowers.
Hosepipe ban, I guess.
Let's see. Wandering Ponderer just joined us. Sorry I am late, but been very busy.
Hey, Dave.
Very sad, Ponderer. I hope that everything's okay. Barry says, I think Jeff is looking well. I am well, Barry. I feel much better today. I'm definitely on the mend. Yeah.
Excellent. So we're up to date with the comments.
Pretty much.
Cool. So there we go. I'm surprised nobody's talked about the weather because it's really I don't know about you, but I find when it gets like this, I suffer from a great big dose of can't be asked. Everything is just too much trouble. And I find myself just sitting there doing nothing. And even the house started to lack a bit.
You know what your problem is?
Go on.
You need a cherry Italian soda with cream.
Now that sounds good. That sounds really, really. Now, see, that I would drink. That I would.
You
I'd
can
be all
cope
over
with
it.
pretty much anything at that point.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I've been making banana milkshakes. I've been buying bananas and putting them in a large container because I like large milkshakes, whisking them up in some milk. And then this is where people will probably part company from me. I'm then pouring in copious amounts of Nesquik banana milkshake and continuing to whisk it up. And I'm here to tell you that is thicker than a McDonald's milkshake and has more banana flavor to it than a banana milkshake from McDonald's. However, I ran out of banana milkshake a while ago and I'd whisked up these bananas and I'm thinking, oh my God, what can I do? And this is where you're going to think, oh no, I don't want anything more to do with this, man. I poured strawberry Nesquik and made it with that. Now, I've said it, it's out there, it's in the room. I'm here to tell you that banana milkshake made with real bananas, milk, and strawberry milkshake is better than banana milkshake made with bananas, milk, and banana milkshake. It's absolutely incredible. So there you go, a top tip from your culinary expert, Mr. Gabriel of Avalon over here, telling you how to make the most amazing banana milkshakes. I haven't experimented with any other flavors yet, but I like eating bananas. They're good for you. So what are you thinking there, Jeff? You're smiling away.
Station Master says, is it in order to ask about Amber? Absolutely, Station Master. Amber's had her third chemo. She was sicker than a dog the last time I saw her. It takes her about 3 or 4 days to get over the chemo before she can function again. And the pills for her chemo are just starting to come in. It's $15,000 per chemo dose when she goes in for that. So my advice to anyone on your side of the pond is hug the nearest NHS person that you see. Yeah. her current course of chemo will take her until the first week of September, and they will give her a you're doing better. You might survive this, or you're not getting better, kind of thing. She'll get that update. I think she said around the 21st of September.
That must hang over you like an awful sword of Damocles, mustn't it? That date getting closer and closer.
Amber is handling it with dignity and grace that you would have to see to believe. It's Darla that's really having problems.
Yeah, but it must be hard for Darla. God, I really feel for her. I really do. I had a little box turn up in the post from Darla and Amber with a beautiful card in it, thanking me for looking after Jeff while he was over. And they sent me these amazing sweets. What were they called, Jeff? Remind me?
Applets and Collets?
Yes. Oh, I've never eaten anything like it. The consistency is, I would say, Turkish Delight, but it's made with fruit. It has nuts in it, but tiny little bits of nuts.
You guys over there, you guys know them as Turkish Delight.
No, this is totally different. Turkish Delight is like a red jelly. They're nothing like this. They have the consistency of Turkish Delight, but they are not Turkish Delight. Turkish Delight is like, I love Turkish Delight. It's normally pink. We have a Turkish Delight bar where it's kind of red, but yes, normally it's standard Turkish Delight made with rose water. It's pink. But no, these are nutty and fruity, and I've never eaten anything like them, and they are absolutely amazing. In fact, Mr. Kellison here is going to bring a bag over when he comes. They're absolutely wonderful. Yes, and that's the other thing, because when you've been back over there, Jeff, obviously there's things you can get there that we can't get here. What have you missed? Donuts. You missed donuts, and you've had some good ones.
Well, I've had donuts a couple of times since I've been home. I haven't overindulged, but that the one thing that we have all over here that you don't see over there very much is donuts.
And I presume the quality is better, and our donuts don't kind of make the grade.
No, I would always defer to you guys as far as quality. Stuff over there is much better made than here.
It's like your bread rolls you used to buy in the 6 bread rolls in a packet. They're from Morrison's. They're just ordinary white bread rolls, 6 in a packet. And Jeff would eat them just out the packet. He loved them, didn't he? The bread, he loved the taste of the bread. I actually bought a packet of 6 tonight. Funnily enough, we're talking about that. But yeah, there were certain things that you really, really enjoyed, and there was. I mean, like, for example,
say most things are much better made over there. I would say that most things are made by craftsmen over there. Stuff is better made. Now, you can go to the gas station and get donuts. We have donuts everybody makes donuts. Are they better? I don't know if they're better. I don't think they're probably better, but that's one thing that you see much more prevalent here that you don't see there.
But you can get them with maple icing on them.
Yeah, and of course here apple fritters are the big thing because the Washington apples.
Yes, of course. I mean, we that's just not an option here. Occasionally, my next door neighbour Miranda, bless her, makes maple donuts because, but she can't seem to get hold of proper maple syrup. She uses maple sauce. But we're going to try and get hold of some real maple syrup and get her to make some maple bars. Oh, there's proof there's a God. It really is proof there's a God. So, there's one more film I want to show. I'm not going to show all of them, but there's one I wanted to show because it features Jeff telling us all about Beachy Head. Now, what happened was, you probably know the story. But Jeff had been here for his allotted 2.5 weeks. We went back down to Eastbourne. We stayed overnight. We met up with the lovely people in Eastbourne, including the station master and Kathy and everybody that turned up on that night. And then the next day, we were supposed to go to the airport to put him on a plane. However, somebody had stepped on the tracks, closed down the line. We couldn't get to the airport, so we didn't go back. So we decided to stay another night in Eastbourne. So we hightailed it back to the hotel, rebooked a couple of rooms, got rid of our cases. And then at some point in the conversation, we decided, wouldn't it be a good idea to go on an open top bus? Now, I have never seen Jeff as happy and as animated as I saw him on this bus. He absolutely adored it, didn't you, bro? That beachy head thing was one of your highlights.
It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. Yes.
Now, the bit of video I'm going to show you is an excerpt from the whole video that we put out about the ride. And the bit I'm showing you is the bit up to Beachy Head. Now, one of the reasons I'm showing you this is because one of our viewers here, Mr. Wonderful Station Master himself, as you know, used to be a bus driver. And this was one of his routes. So I thought it'd be nice to show this because Jeff explained some of the things that are going on. But also, bear in mind, Bernie used to drive this on a regular basis. So let's go and have a look at Beachy Head. Hopefully, it'll work this time. If I put my glasses on, I can see the screen as well. Let's get rid of this one because I don't want that. So let's hit this one. Here we go.
The cliff is the highest chalk sea cliff in Britain, rising to 162 meters or 531 feet above sea level. The peak allows views of the southeast coast toward Dungeness in the east and the Isle of Wight in the west. The name Beachy Head appears as Bouchef in 1274, becoming Bouchif by 1317, and it has nothing to do with the word beach. Instead, it is the corruption of the original French words meaning beautiful headland, Bouchef. It was regularly called Beachy Head by 1724. In 1929, Eastbourne Borough Council bought 4,000 acres of land surrounding Beachy Head to save it from development at a cost of £100,000. The land became known as the Eastbourne Downland Estate. The prominence of Beachy Head has made it a landmark for sailors in the English Channel. The ashes of German social scientist and philosopher Friedrich Engels, one of the fathers of communism, was scattered off the cliffs at Beachy Head into the channel as he had requested. In 2026, a bizarre incident took place where the beach was covered with chips, french fries, and onions. The incident was most likely caused by 2 containers falling overboard from 2 different cargo ships while encountering stormy weather. The call for volunteers to clean up was sent out over social media. During the Second World War, the Royal Air Force established a forward relay station at Beachy Head to improve radio communications with aircraft. In 1942, signals were picked up at Beachy Head, which was identified as TV transmissions from the Eiffel Tower. The Germans had reactivated the pre-war TV transmitter and instituted a Franco-German service for military hospitals and VIPs in the Paris region. The RAF monitored these programs, hoping to gather intelligence from the newsreels. On the 20th of May 1942, a Messerschmitt Bf 109, piloted by Oswald Fischer, belly-landed on the beach due to flak damage. Fisher was taken prisoner, and the relatively undamaged plane was sent to RAF Farnborough for examination and evaluation. The area had an important wartime radar station. During the Cold War, a radar control center was operational in an underground bunker from 1953 to 1957. The cliffs near Beachy Head saw numerous shipwrecks in the 17th and early 18th centuries, and a petition to erect a lighthouse started around 1691. The calls were ignored for over 100 years until the Thames, an East Indian ship, crashed on the rocks off Beachy Head. The petition gained momentum with the support of a captain of the Royal Navy, and Trinity House, the official lighthouse authority, agreed to attend to the matter. Having witnessed the incident himself, John Mad Jack Fuller, MP for Sussex, used his influence and some of his personal wealth to fund lighthouse construction. The first bell tout lighthouse was a temporary wooden structure that started service on the 1st of October, 1828. It displayed a revolving light, which exhibited its greatest brilliance once in 2 minutes. The construction of the permanent granite lighthouse began in 1829 and was designed by Thomas Stevenson, and it became operational on the 11th of October, 1834. The light was provided by a 3-sided rotating array of oil lamps. Its use of 30 oil lamps meant that the lighthouse would require 2 gallons of oil every hour.
Well, there you go. And there are more fascinating facts in that video. It's a really historical area, Beachy Head. So much has gone on there. I mean, we do have people living locally to it who are watching right now, don't we, Jeff?
Yes.
How's the comments going?
Everybody's talking among themselves about their flowers in the garden and how the weather is affecting them.
Yeah. Yeah, because it might be
Kathy says, Jeff, this was very interesting commentary. I thought Bernie has a head of useless information. Yeah,
I like it. I like it.
Gary says, I learned so much, Jeff, that I didn't know.
Well, that's good. That's good. I mean, it's a fascinating area. I mean, we literally have just scratched the surface of what went up there. There's a school just before you climb up to Beachy Head. I've forgotten the name of it, but it's where all the code breakers were taught what they needed to do for the Enigma stuff. So that was all going on there as well. Fascinating area.
I definitely enjoyed it in Eastbourne. I thought it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it very much.
I did too. I was surprised because Eastbourne has always had a reputation for being a bit and in the town centre, yeah, you've got the usual drunks and ne'er-do-wells, but I was very surprised on that bus ride finding that I actually liked the area. It was a really nice area because you come out and you go up onto Beachy Head, and then we came round, didn't we? And we came in the back way, and it is a really nice town. It's got a lot going for it. We'll probably be back there at some point.
Ian says, I think Bernie is like my granddad as a driver. He's been everywhere.
Yeah. Bernie has driven into a few places, haven't you, Bernie? Quite a few. Well, parish notices, to give it its technical term. Next week, it will be the turn of the very venerable Station Master Bernie, and it will be our turn to sit back and watch, which will be good. We will be working towards the shows that are coming up over the rest of the summer. We're going to try and get you some interesting guests, especially once we're into the shed and we've got more room and we can do more. But even before then, we're going to get some more people to come along and join us.
The station master always wants guests. If you want to be a guest on his show, just show up a half hour early. It's 316 Applecott Way It's the blue
That's,
house with the palm tree in the front yard.
yeah.
And bring the RV and the kids. There's room to park in the back.
Yeah, and they can play in the garden. And yeah, and if you've got any pet birds, bring them too. They're quite popular. Yes, that'll be funny. Bernie's sitting there thinking, I'm going to get my own back on YouTube. Yes, any other parish notices that you can think of, Jeff?
No. I'll tell you that there is a game though that I would really, really, really like to play.
Go on.
If there's anyone out there of our regular listeners and they can think of something that would be funny for me to bring back with me when I come back over, something that they would like to see you and Miranda or you and Guy or you and Mario or whoever else, the town crier, whoever we have on the show would like to see them try, put it in the comments or email us, send us a message, and I'll bring it.
Excellent. That sounds like fun. I can think of a few things off the top of my head, but I'm not going to destroy it. I'm just going to let other people do that. So there we go. Well, we've come to the end of another show almost, haven't we, Jeff?
Station master says I'll be out. I'm afraid of birds.
Yes, he is, isn't he? What do they call that?
I don't know, but I thought he got over it because I thought him and Guts were buddies.
I thought they were bosom pals. Bosom pals. What is it they call fear of birds? It's got a name. Can't think what it is. But it must make it difficult on Sunday when the roast comes out. Oh, here's Poppy, by the way. Hello, Poppy. How are you doing? We've been completely unmolested by them tonight. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the show tonight. It was a little bit short because I didn't know who was joining us. Originally, Jeff wasn't sure if he could make it, so I kind of set up the show in mind with Laura, and I had loads of questions put aside for Laura, who then didn't turn up. So, but in the meantime, Jeff has turned up, which is great. Otherwise, you'd have been stuck with just me, and that would have been terrible. But yes, so hopefully next time we'll get Laura on because, as you know, she's a nail artist. She's whatever they do when they inject you with stuff. She does all this beauty treatment. Very good at what she does. And she's also, if you remember last week, we had Fiona on talking about the paintings, and Laura's put one in for that as well. So, and we're hoping that will all be all right. That'll all go well on the 8th of August. So we'll be reporting from that. If you're in Glastonbury and you can get in, have a look. If not, I will be putting the website up where you can view all of these and bid on them. So if you fancy one of these records that people have painted, the money all goes to the Southwest Hospice, Children's Hospice. I can't think of a better place for it to go. It's why Jeff and I are in the fellowship, the King Arthur Fellowship, is because it's a good charity to support, and it does fantastic work. Everybody who's been there, it's changed their lives just seeing what's going on there. So yes, that's that. So hopefully that will make a lot of money, but we'll be telling you more about that closer to the time. Any final thoughts there, Jeff?
No final thoughts. It was a fun show. I better bow out. My camera is warning me that it's overheating.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll both bow out. It's only a minute early. I'm sure they're not going to mind. But I'd like to say thank you to everybody who came and turned up and commented. I hope you enjoyed the show. We look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks' time, hopefully from downstairs out there where the sun will be shining. And then who knows after that. Jeff will be coming back soon. We'll keep you in the loop of what's happening. But for now, from me, goodbye. And
bye, everybody.
Jeff, Goodbye.